Welcome back to TikTok Rack Reactions. It's me, yours truly, the Wittgenstein of fun bags, Dalton Pruitt. And this came across my ex, formerly Twitter feed, this lady, Mercedes Blanche, who appears to be traveling in an elevator. I'm not sure which, I don't know if this is a ThyssenKrupp or an Otis. But it's an elevator nonetheless. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about honkers. And these right here are, these are just standard, classic, what I would call defaults. They're good. These are good, default good jugs. Just classic, standard milkers. But lacking in, the character and idiosyncrasies that can elevate a pair of Hooters from mere flesh to works of art. I would say, these sort of remind me of Thomas Kinkade. I don't know if y'all know who that is. My mom was a big fan of Thomas Kinkade, the painter of light. He did these paintings of like cozy cabins in the wood, and the thing, his whole deal was like the light was always a big thing with him. Here, I'll show you one. Check this out. So this is a Thomas Kinkade painting called Seaside Hideaway, and look, it's just a nice little cozy cabin by the sea with the trees nearby, and I get you're supposed to appreciate that the sun is there and that's the light. And then there's a softer light in the windows. And, it's like, it's okay to look at. I can derive some sort of pleasure from this. But it's, ultimately a very, just kind of, it doesn't instill or elicit any real emotion or feeling from me in any meaningful way. It's technically proficient, but that's about it. And I can acknowledge that, like, this is something I can't do, but as a consumer, as an observer, that's how I feel about it. Here's one more that I do actually like. This is another Kinkade painting called A Son's Destiny, and it's Star Wars. Anyway, let's get back to the jugs. So yeah, these jugs, much like Kinkade, it's like with Kinkade, there's no denying that he possessed a technical proficiency, but his work was ultimately uninspired, and it just always existed in my mind as good, but yeah, I just never, unfortunately, I never felt much looking at it. I don't know if that's unfortunate, but there was never a lot of emotion in the way that I would look at other works of art that I really do appreciate. And I kind of get the same feeling from this pair of milkers right here, that I'm looking at them and I can recognize that they are proficient in what they do. They're good. That there's an aspect to them of like something that's out of my reach and that I can only appreciate from afar. But ultimately, much like Kinkade, these are banal. That they're obvious, vapid. They're made to appeal to a lot of people, but they're cliched, trite. But I can recognize why they're good, what makes them good. Why they appeal to so many people, much like a Kinkade painting, and so I can appreciate it in that way. That there's a marketability to these, that the masses can certainly enjoy. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like them. I would certainly have fun giving them a couple honks or batting them around. I would enjoy these in the same way that I enjoyed going to a Thomas Kinkade gallery in Fort Worth with my mom when I was a kid. So I can appreciate the beauty therein, but it's as far as beauty goes, like I said before, there's a banalness to it. And I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings here. Certainly not Mercedes here, but that's just how I feel looking upon them. Now, I will say, as far as presentation goes, I love the top. I love the outfit. I love the way that they're being smooshed together by this graceful polka dot top. And the arrangement of the polka dots, the pattern of them definitely adds a little zest to these jugs. And the way the pattern of the polka dots kind of reminds me of an old like magic eye puzzle. Like if I really relax my eyes, I can see the hidden image, which is boobs. But hey, look, after everything I've said regarding these boobs, I hope people can take away that all sets and pairs and racks, milkers are open to interpretation. And at the end of the day, boobies is boobies. So with these, for sure, 10 out of 10 wood motorboat.